Okay, moms, do you ever get on Facebook or Instagram and maybe even here on YouTube and you're scrolling and you see these videos that are like, here's my 45-step self-care routine for the evening and my 19-step self-care routine for the morning. And you think, man, I can't even figure out how to do one step, never mind multi-step processes. All right, guys, keep listening for my take on this. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Sarah, family physician, wife, mom of 5, and exercise enthusiast. Before we get into all about my thoughts on self-care, definitely subscribe and ring the bell if you are a mom that's looking for a place with movement without judgment, looking to reclaim your body, feel strong and confident, both mentally and physically, after having maybe one baby or multiple babies. Like I said, definitely subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a video. Okay, so self-care. I feel like this is a very hot topic recently, and I feel like oftentimes it can dangerously become another box to check. So what I mean by that, as a busy mom of 5, I'm a movement coach, I'm a physician, I have all of these different parts of my life and my identity. And I find that, much of it is things that need to get done. And sometimes I feel like it can be easy to fall into the trap of self-care or taking care of yourself becoming another checkbox. And so instead of it being this like maybe peaceful, rejuvenating, restorative time, it becomes, or it can become, this rushed, like I just want to be able to check the box and say I did self-care. And so for me, when it turns into that, obviously it defeats the entire purpose and it's not effective, and really there's no point of doing it. But I have had many stretches of time in the past where I ignore that and I think I'm doing what's helpful for me because I'm checking the box, but in reality, it's not actually doing anything for me. Another trap I think that exists is that everybody's self-care needs to have the same elements. So a lot of times, especially on social media, there will be talk of manicures and pedicures and getting your hair done and massages and brunch with friends and like all of these different things, which are absolutely wonderful. I'm not saying I don't like those. I don't want to do those, any of that. But I think that sometimes when you see things on social media, or even in your real life, it can start to feel like those are the things that I should be doing for self-care. When in reality, depending on how many kids you have, how old they are, what type of childcare situation you have, if you have a significant other or a spouse, what's their involvement, depending on all of that, sometimes things that are out of the home or that cost money or require appointments can be a lot more complicated to do. And so sometimes for me, that would end up, I'm just not going to do it. So like I have a very specific memory of, I received a gift card for a massage after my first daughter. And I think she was a year and a half, and we were about to move away permanently. And that was the only reason that I finally got around to calling and scheduling this massage, because I really did not want to waste the gift card. But at the time, because of my phase of life, I was working as a full-time physician. I had a toddler daughter. Doing something like a massage required time off of work, potentially, making sure our nanny was available to watch her at this time, calling the massage place, figuring out the scheduling. Like, there were just a lot of steps. And I know maybe this sounds silly to you, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it absolutely resonates with you. But sometimes for me, like, if self-care required all those steps, I just didn't do it. So I wanted to share what I've kind of learned over the years is self-care is exactly that. It's self-care. So it's taking care of you in whatever way you need and that works for you. So you may be somebody that loves to exercise, and that is a rejuvenating, peaceful thing for you. Then that is absolutely, that can count as your self-care. There may be other people that love reading, for example. So it doesn't necessarily matter what it is. It's more about the intention behind it, that you're taking time to take care of yourself, to replenish, restore, rejuvenate yourself. Now, yes, there's a lot that goes behind this. And what I would say is, for me, the biggest piece was letting go of it having to be a certain amount of time. So it can be 5 minutes. It still counts as taking care of yourself. For example, like I'm here filming a video talking to you guys. I find this to be restorative for me because I love sharing what I've learned. I love being able to help others. And I'm also walking on the treadmill. Am I super sweaty? No. But like taking the 5 minutes to do this is a time that I find restorative for me. And it's a work in progress always. It's something that you can take time, experiment with. It's never going to be perfect, but it's find those things that after you do them, you feel better mentally, you feel better physically, you feel maybe more excited to get back to whatever your day-to-day, like whatever you're doing. So as an example, like for me, stretching is something that I have discovered over the last couple of years that I absolutely love as part of my movement practice. I feel incredible after I do it. And even taking like 2 or 3 minutes to stretch, I feel like energized to get back to taking care of my kids. So I just kind of wanted to get on here, put it out there that self-care is an experiment. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to look like the influencer on Instagram or on Facebook or wherever. Everybody's self-care routine is unique to them. And I think just own it, own what you love and what restores you, what gives you back energy, and do that and do more of it. Okay, so like I said, subscribe here for more. I have Treadmill Talk videos like this. I will link a couple of the other ones I've done below. Definitely, if you're watching this, if you can get moving, walk in place, march, that's amazing while you listen. I think that's wonderful. So you can definitely watch those next. Subscribe. This is a place where we fully subscribe to movement without judgment, getting moms moving in a way that feels good for them, helps them rebuild strength, reclaim their bodies, their confidence, their energy, and inspire their kids and their families to do the same. So imagine if you could take care of yourself in the way that you take care of your kids. Just imagine if you could provide yourself that level of care in a way that helped you feel restored, rejuvenated, and then energized to take on whatever else you needed to take on for the rest of that day. Amazing. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Subscribe for more. Bye, everyone.